You're now listening to the show about the shit in life that's just a bit too much, from the perspective of stand-up comics. With our hosts, Carmelo Bongiovi and Ken Krantz. This week's topic, dinner with friends. This is A Bit Too Much.
Well, I'm like, the thing is, I'm a fat ass, right? So like the food to me is important, right? So if my wife and I, it's always been this way since we've been together. We've lived together for 14 years. We've been married now for 8 years. We've always like been the couple of our friend group that like always wanted to host and cook because I love to cook. She loves to host. My wife is like a great host. She'll like have great drinks. She'll have great appetizers. She's got like a fucking theme to it. Like she's a great host and I love to cook. Like my wife cooks in our home, but like when company's over, like my house is run like a restaurant when we have company over for dinner. Right? I'm like, all right, you're greeting them. I'm already in the kitchen, by the way. Like I've started ahead. There's nothing that pisses me off more than going to a friend's house for dinner. Let's say you get there at like 6 and they're like, oh, they're cooking something fancy. They're like, oh, the roast is in the oven, the veal shanks in the oven. It's going to be like 2.5 hours. Like, what the why didn't I come at 8:30? Like, why am I here at 6?
Don't they feed you leading up to it?
Yeah, I mean, like, there better be. There fucking better be some cheese and crackers on that fucking table. There's nothing. If I come in your house and you are starting to take ingredients out of the refrigerator, I'm fucking livid. Why do I see a whole onion in your hand right now? Why have you not chopped that motherfucking onion before I got here? Like, if I am hosting dinner, I've prepped the food. Maybe if it's something that has to be cooked quickly on the spot and served hot, maybe I'm cooking while they're there, right. Probably.
Yeah, if you're making like eggs, I understand.
Yeah, right, exactly. Hey, that's what I'm serving for dinner. It's just like scrambled eggs for everyone. But like, you know what I mean? Like if you're cooking a full dinner, there's a main course and there's side dishes, right? Like, get fucking started. And if you're like, oh, I couldn't get started, I've heard this one before. Oh, I couldn't get, I had a busy day. Like, I'm just starting on dinner now. I'm like, then don't host us or order a goddamn pizza. Like, don't host us. Don't ask us to come over and say, especially with kids. It's like, how long do you think my kid's going to last in this scenario? We're waiting 3 hours for dinner. Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when you go out with a cheap friend for dinner and they're like, oh, I don't, like, can I just pay for this? I'm like, kind of tight on money. I'm like, you didn't have to come to dinner. Now we got to figure out your portion of the bill, you cheap fuck.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're broke, but don't come to dinner then.
When we were on our honeymoon last month, we overheard like a group of 20 something, maybe 20s, 30s. It sounded like the group of them had come to vacation together.
Yeah.
And we heard, like, I hear what you're saying about, like, don't be cheap, like, don't be too broke to come to dinner.
Yeah, if you're broke, that's fine. Don't come to dinner. We'll go grab a beer someday.
We heard this guy complaining about some of his friends that clearly weren't in the little circle of people he was talking to.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't give me this bullshit that we have to split up the bill depending on what we ate, because I'm gonna have 4 or 5 Glenlivets and the steak, and if that's what I want to eat, that's what I'm gonna eat, and fuck you if all you eat is salad. And I was like, well, I sort of get it. If somebody doesn't drink and it's like, I'll get the Caesar salad, and you're like, well, I'll get fucking 5 or 6 Glenlivets. And
yeah. Well, I think that's a gray area. Like, I do agree about not splitting the bill to the dollar because it's annoying to do. Yeah. But I also think if I know I ordered a steak and 5 cocktails and this person had a salad, I'm going to offer to pay more money.
Right? That's
like,
all.
I'm not going to expect the person who got a salad and drink soda to pay $100. I'm going to say you didn't really eat much. But I will say if there's 20 people out, that's complicated.
Yes.
Because now you're asking 20 people or 19 other people to accommodate.
Right.
The one. So that person also needs to understand that they are at an expensive night. Order more food. Then, you know what I mean? I don't know. That one, the etiquette on that How do you feel about that? Do you think if you were...
Listen, if it happened to me, I would probably just pay it. Like, I wouldn't be the person to make it. It has happened to me, actually. I remember once, friends of mine, my brother and some of our friends, I have a friend that works at Peacock, and he invited us to an SNL taping. But I had a show at the Jersey Shore that night. So they were all getting together for dinner, and it was like, I'll meet you at dinner before the taping. I'll get there as soon as I can get there. And I got there literally as like they were ordering dessert, and I was starving, and I knew that we had to be quick because we had to go. So I ordered a salad because I was like, that's what's going to come out the fastest.
Right.
And I ordered a salad.
You're not even there for the full night, though. You're not even.
I'm not even there. I wasn't even there for 80% of this dinner.
Yeah.
And they had been there, steaks, drinks, the whole, as they should. And the bill came, and they chopped it up evenly, and I paid like close to, I don't know, $150, $200
for your salad,
for my salad.
Yeah.
But I also didn't I didn't complain about it.
I will say though, here's a part.
But also, like,
that's on you. You could. What I think that's a unique situation. You're not in it for the whole night,
right?
You're in it for the whole night, and you just order less. It's kind of like, well, you could have also asked the waiter to give you a separate bill. Hey, I'm going to be in and out. Could I have a separate bill? Just so I don't want to fuck up their thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was a unique situation because I was also with people like, my brother, what he does, like, I'm a client of his. He's a financial advisor.
Right,
so he gets, he can pick up the tab a lot, and expense it. Sure. These are guys that, like, we go out, they buy a lot. So I'll just shut the fuck up. And
if you're comfortable with doing it, there's nothing,
yeah.
Of course. But if you don't want to, I guess my point is the person who doesn't want to pay what everyone else is paying.
Well, this person in Puerto Rico did. But I like the guy was like, it's not my fault. All you can afford is salad. And it's like, well, maybe that's what they wanted to eat. Like, maybe they just like salad.
Yeah. No, I'm of the, especially if it's a smaller group, I'm of the mentality of like, I will offer to or tell that person like, oh, you don't have to pay what everyone else is paying if that's all you did. If you just picked on a few appetizers, fine, whatever. But I also I'm not, if I'm that person who only ate, well, I don't, maybe this isn't relevant because I've never been the person who only ate a fucking salad. Yeah. Like, maybe I don't even know what it's like to sit in that seat. Because when I go out to dinner, I'm enjoying that night. I do agree with him. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to limit what I'm eating to not make it weird. Like, if I want a steak, I'm getting a fucking steak. If I want 5 cocktails, I'm drinking 5 cocktails. I'm not going to curb what I do to make it less awkward when the bill comes. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm egregious about what I've ordered for myself, I'll offer to pay more. If I notice someone else is really not, I'll ask them if they want to pay less.
Yeah.
Right? But here's the thing that bothers me, though, because it's not just the money. The way people order. Like, I have a good friend of mine who loves to split. So just split a bunch of shit. No.
Yeah, you don't seem like a splitter.
I don't. No. Listen, you might be ordering some good stuff. That's called a round of appetizers. Great. And I don't even care if you're ordering off the entree menu. You want to split some shit? Fine. I want a fucking dish that is dedicated to me. Okay? I want a waiter to bring me my dish. And I want to eat all of that dish. And even if I'm nauseous, I will get through it. I will power through that steak. I don't, it's like now you've gone to, unless you're at a place that it is that, like tapas places. Yeah. That's a different story. Then we're just getting a bunch of shit, but we're ordering a lot. Like if we're going to a tapas place or a place where just everything is small plates and we're, 3 couples, we're getting 15 dishes.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving a restaurant hungry. I'm that's dumb. We're spending money. We're drinking, which is the majority of the bill.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave full. So if I have to order an entree on top of what you've ordered, I'm ordering an entree. But then like some people, like people who are into splits, they're like, oh, we don't really need to get entrees, right? I'm like, yep, we do.
Yeah, like you don't.
You don't need an entree because maybe you're, like I guess if you order enough, sure. But like I also want to be able to choose what I want. I'm very particular about the food. Here's the thing. If I'm hosting dinner, like if my wife and I are hosting, like I said, we're very good hosts. I'm a good cook. She's a good host. You're coming to my house for dinner. Not only is there going to be enough food. There will be too much food. I'll even go as far to say that there will be too much of each thing I cook. Like, if I make a meat, a vegetable, and a pasta, I don't know, whatever. It's whatever mix of things they made. Any of those things, you're going to be able to have seconds and thirds. Like, we're not going to run out of any one of those things. Unless it's salad. I'll just making one little bowl of salad. You can have whatever, whatever. But if I'm cooking pasta and let's say like a meat and a vegetable, if you want more pasta, there's going to be plenty of it. Like, no one's going to be like, oh, we ran out of pasta. No, if that's what you like, you're going to this is the Italian in me. Like, I definitely overcook, but I am not. This is where like I'm almost like an old Italian lady. I'm like, oh, how mortifying. If somebody wanted more pasta and I ran out of pasta, how would that reflect on me? Like, I'm not running out of pasta.
It's like bringing shame. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like bringing shame, right? No, but it's just that I don't want to, like, I've been to fucking dinner parties at people's houses where they're like, there's six adults there. And they're like, I made a roasted chicken. I'm like, so we all have half a breast and a quarter of a leg. Like, what are you doing? Again, that's the same thing about like not going, if you are not comfortable or don't want to spend the money on cooking that much enough food for everyone, don't host the dinner or order pizza, whatever. You know what I mean? And we could all split the pizza. It's not the money. Like, it's not that part. Like, we could all pay for the pizza together. Like, I don't give it. You know what I mean? Don't offer to cook. And then I have like, half a chicken breast and three little cubes of potatoes. And I'm like, well, now I'm going to think about what to get on the way home.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you, have you ever like gone out to a restaurant with friends, like maybe for the first time and like you find out like what a pain in the ass they are to order with, or like I am,
and if they're a pain in the ass up front, they're also going to be a pain in the ass with the bill.
If somebody is rude to the server, like somebody I know, I want to crawl under the table.
Yeah.
Like I am so.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
Oh, we used to have a friend and he would be such an asshole to the waitress that I just stopped. I would be like, I won't go out with him anymore.
Dude, I don't even like, my mom's passive aggressive with waitstaff. Oh. I don't know why she does this. I don't think, my mom has this thing where like me and my brother joke around and we make fun of each other a lot. And I think that she grew up with us and feels like she's on that same vibe, but she's not funny. So everything she says is just insulting, but she's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she's just a waiter one time asked her if she brought her new utensils, and the waiter said something like, "Do you also want a spoon? Like, here's your fork and knife. Do you also want a spoon?" My mother wasn't eating anything that warranted a spoon, so instead of saying no, thank you, my mom looked at her and said, "Why would I need a spoon?" Do you know? There's a big difference there in saying no, thank you, and why would I need a spoon?
It's like a fair question, though.
But it's
maybe don't ask it, but it's a fair question.
You might walk away and be like, you might think it. You might be like, why are they?
I am so convinced that any sort of pushback is going to result in your food getting spit in.
Yeah.
I know like my ex-wife worked in a restaurant and would be like, that's not true.
No, it's not that. I don't think that happens all the time.
I'm convinced of it. It's like,
it's just
if you bring me out something I didn't even order, I'll be like, well, I remember going out once and I ordered steak and they brought me out buffalo. Like it brought me bison.
Right.
And then I was like,
in addition to the steak?
No.
It's a different thing.
Like they screwed up. Finally, the wait, and I got to tell you.
So what are you doing? That's how you eat it?
I was like, well, I guess I'm eating bison because I'm not going to be like, hey, you brought me the wrong thing, and then have the guy be like, oh.
Right, but that's not you being rude, though. I kind of I've definitely done that where I've eaten the wrong thing, but that's not you being rude.
The waitress came over and was like, oh my God, I realized you ordered steak and I brought you the bison. What? And I was like, okay, bring me the steak because this is disgusting. But if she hadn't come back, I would have just very sadly eaten bison and not brought it to anybody's attention.
Yeah, by the way, bison's not.
I didn't even know it was bison. I was just like, I don't know what this is, but it's not
sad.
steak.
It's just like sad beef. Bison's not good beef.
Of course it's sad. It's in their DNA. We genocided them. Of course they're fucking sad. I'm one of 6
weeping
bison left in America, and you're seriously going to fucking eat me?
And he didn't even order it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even order me, and you're going to serve me?
Yeah, I died so some dude can be like,
that was like a trend for a while to get like, oh, we have bison burgers. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Now, there's some weird animals that are surprisingly good. I had ostrich once, which was like, and it was like at an Italian restaurant. It wasn't like another part. And it was like filet mignon. It was also, I didn't realize ostrich wasn't going to be like chickeny.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like birdish. It was like red meat. And it was incredible. Dude, it was amazing. I'm like, that's nice. Bison sucks. They deserve to be.
Yeah, it was gamey. Yeah, I think
that's why we've killed them all. We're like, well, you're not even worth it. You're not even worth having here.
It's like we kill all the cows because they're delicious, and we're going to kill all the bison because they're not delicious. America's fucked, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, look at how we treat fucking chickens. Like chicken, when you think about as a species what has happened to chickens, because they're not treated like the other animal. Like there's animal cruelty in like the food world for sure. Like every animal. You ever see those videos of like a fucking calf being hung upside down and they like slit its throat and bleed? It's brutal the way they butcher animals. But it's not even the butchering. Do you see the way they keep chickens? There's like a cage for 20 chickens, but there's 100 chickens in there.
Yeah.
They're just like, they can't even fucking move. There's no, like, anytime they say like free range chickens, I'm pretty sure the free range is only while they're out eating. And then they go right back in those fucking cages. I've never seen a farm where the chickens are just like chilling out. So
I never understood like these are cage free and it's so much better. And it's like, no, it's not better, because the ones in the cage that are crammed in there probably want to die. But if you're giving this chicken a good life, and he's walking around the farm like, oh, I kind of own this place, and then you kill it?
Yeah, there is this weird idea that if we give the animal a good life before we
it'll be more delicious if it was happy right before we killed it. That's fucked up.
Well, maybe the theory is true since bison sucks, right? I mean, think about it. But like with chicken, it's weird with chicken because we eat so much goddamn chicken. So like we have to. It's got to be treated like genocidal because we eat so much fucking chicken. Like there's stats at the Super Bowl, like how many chicken wings. We're just eating the one body part, by the way, the chicken wing. Like how fucked up is that? We have a whole, it's like D-Day for fucking chickens on the Super Bowl. Like we just eat hundreds of thousands of pounds of chicken wings on a particular day.
Yeah.
Like not even the rest of the fucking chicken. And we are like brutalizing this species more so than is there any other animal gets treated like
chickens don't fly. They don't need their. If I was the chicken, I'd be like, you can't just take my wings, you motherfucker.
Yeah, could you just take?
I'll walk around here with no wings.
Stitch me up. Yeah, take my wings. We all know the wings the best part. The breast kind of sucks anyway. Right? It gets all dried out and shit. Let me keep my titties.
Yeah,
and fucking take my wings. We know you like the wings the best. So just take my fucking wings and leave me around. Just fucking What purpose do the wings even have except for they just they just fucking
they're like they're like nipples on a dude. Like there's absolutely no purpose for them. If it turned out that my nipples were the most delicious part about me, and someone came to me and was like, everybody's lining up to eat your nipples, we're gonna have to kill you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, just fucking take them.
Just take my nipples off.
Just take them.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't need them.
Yeah.
I do nothing with these.
I'll put 2 little circular Band-Aids. Nobody will even notice.
Right. I'll use a Sharpie. I'll just draw a fucking nipple.
I'll get them tattooed.
Just eat my nipples. I don't care. Just eat but you need a lot. Like nipples are like pepperoni slices. Like you need so many.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like wings. Oh, I guess that happens with wings too, though. Like you don't eat, 1 chicken's worth of chicken wings. You eat like 30 birds. Like if you and your boys go out for wings.
Yeah.
That's like 30 birds worth of chicken wings, right? But they could just take the wings and leave the chickens. Like maybe we shouldn't even eat the other parts, right?
I mean, people do eat the other parts, but I hope when they're taking them for their wings, they're not just chucking the rest.
Yeah.
That'd be sad.
Just get in the. I got the. Yeah, well, you would need so many. You would need so many other and so many chickens to make up for a meal of wings. Yeah. I just I don't. If I'm cooking, and you're coming to my house, like I said, you're gonna have a lot of food. You're gonna eat well. You're gonna eat good. Listen, people leave my house and they ask
you're gonna eat well and good.
You're gonna eat well in terms of the amount of food, but you're gonna eat good food too. Is what I meant. Yeah, you're gonna eat well and good. I'm just like there's gonna be plenty of food, and you're gonna listen. People leave my house and they're like, "What's the fucking recipe?" Like they love the food I cook. All right, like this is one of the best things. It's probably the best thing I do. Is cooking. It doesn't even make sense that I'm not a chef. Like anything else I do, it pales in comparison to how fucking well I cook. Because I think about it very deeply. If I'm hosting people, I'm thinking about the ingredients. I'm thinking about the cooking method. I'm preparing it. Like, now I'm not. When you get to my house, everything's been chopped. Everything's been prepared. Some things might already be in the oven if it takes a long time to bake something. Like you're not waiting around for. I've decided a time, and it's like restaurants. Like I am hitting the dinner time, and you're not waiting there. I've been to dinner parties where you're like, you're like 3 hours in. And you're like, when the fuck are they serving this goddamn dinner? Isn't it infuriating? Like, if you weren't prepared to have dinner ready at a decent time, it's like the money part. Don't do it. Don't host the dinner.
Do you think maybe they're asking for your recipes at the end because you give off a sad vibe? Like, do you think they're like...
No, man. No.
They're like...
Absolutely not.
They're like,
it's
listen,
not a pity.
honey, ask... this is good, but ask for the recipe. It's going to make his whole day.
You're a real piece of shit.
His dad beats him.
You're a real piece of garbage. Because let me tell you something. There's no fucking pity here. All right?
He just has such sad vibes.
No, if anything, it's the other way around. If anything, they're like... This is all he's got, and this food's fucking great because he put everything he has into this. It's the opposite. The food, there is no doubt in my mind, the food's great. It's not a delusional.
I'm not doubting that it is either. I'm just wondering if people don't gas you up a little because
it's all I've had.
I have no doubt that it's good. You talk like you know what you're doing.
I take it seriously. Is my point. Like, if I could get my wife during dinner party to just refer to me as chef, I'd be very happy. Like, come and say, yes, chef. Like, did you ever see the show The Bear?
Yeah, do you watch it?
Yeah.
It is. Can we just admit something about The Bear?
Yeah, what's up?
It is fucking boring as fuck.
It is boring. I'll say this. Any show that's about one industry, like a work play show, that's about one thing. I'm not talking about situational comedies like The Office.
Right.
Like when it's actually about the industry. Like Mad Men. Great show, boring show. Like
that never struck me as boring.
Well, I loved Mad Men.
Yeah.
I thought it was the character development in Mad Men's fucking fantastic.
Right.
But I can't say that it's never not been slow. You know what I mean?
But slow isn't always boring.
Right.
Slow burn where it's leading to something.
Yeah.
Because I watched all of...
I like The Bear, though.
We watch it, but I watched all of season 3, and it felt like nothing happened, and it was a placeholder. It was like, we're just going to set up all this stuff that's going to happen in the next season.
I think that's true.
And now I've watched the first 2 episodes of the 4th season, and I'm like, still nothing fucking happens.
Yeah,
like they're not.
I agree with you about the third season of that. I felt that way about. Did you watch Handmaid's Tale?
I watched like the first 2 seasons.
I like Handmaid's Tale. Yeah. Oh, it's true. I mean, yeah, it's depressing as fuck. It's horrifying.
It was nowhere near as funny as people told me it would be.
Yeah.
I don't even know why the Emmys consider it a comedy.
Dude, it's a great show. The second to last season was an entire season of setup for the last season. Last season's fucking spectacular. I mean, it's fucking incredible. And you're like, oh, that was worth it. But I was watching that second to last season like, what the fuck happened in the show? It almost made me not come back for the last season because it was so bad. It's not even that it was bad. It was just like nothing's happening. Everything's a plot for something bigger that we don't get in the season.
Right.
So you're like, what the fuck is this? But at least that has high stakes. The Bears doesn't have high stakes. It's just a chef. Like, there's nothing. It's not like, oh my god, is he gonna do
it's like
it?
your restaurant's either gonna make it or not.
Which has been the whole show. But I think if you're really into like if you've worked in restaurants or if you're really into food, it does give
You're
you
probably
something.
not watching it if you work in restaurants. You
No,
know,
I
like
think
nobody works in a restaurant and wants to come home.
I think you do. It's like Mad Men was a fantastic show, but I had a special. And everyone I know that worked in advertising had a little bit more of an affection toward Mad Men because like, oh, this also is how fucked up like it actually was true of advertising.
Oh, see, I always
wasn't
feel
untrue.
Like I don't watch any stand up anymore.
That's
any TV show about stand up. Like I tried watching.
They're not
that's
usually
actually
good. They're not usually good, though.
I do like Hacks, but Hacks is smart because it shows almost no stand up. It's just
about.
It's set in stand up, but it's not necessarily about it. But I tried watching like that Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We did it. My wife got really into it. First season there was something there. There was a charm to it in the first season. I thought it was
so dumb right off
Well,
the bat.
you know what's dumb about it is the fucking stand-up sucks. So
the
he takes you...
sucks. It's like you see this lady who's never done it, and she has a meltdown and walks in off the street from her bathrobe into a comedy club, gets on stage somehow, and then has like 20 polished minutes.
Yeah, I'll give you this. If you want to sell me on that happened once, it's still a hard thing to believe.
Yeah, you can't even sell me.
No. But, all right, it's a TV show. They're going to fucking make some shit up. If you want to sell me as the viewer that could happen once, that first time it happened, she was like a rant. It was like a lightning in a bottle, stroke of genius thing. Sure. Don't fucking sell me on we're like in season 5 and she's still doing that same like, oh, I just kind of do what I do. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not and then the stand-up is also not that good.
No.
Like that, and that takes you out of it. If it's accurate and about the industry, I think you're in it as a person in the industry. If it's inaccurate, you see the flaws in it right away. Like, that's not how stand-up works. So, no, I'm not in the show anymore. I don't care about her family dynamic. I don't care about any of the shit in this show anymore because this is not believable to me anymore. But, like, Mad Men was super accurate. Mad Men, even the fucking sexual harassment.
Yeah.
The way the client ad agency dynamic. The whole thing was like, when you worked at ad agencies, that is literally how it works. Like, that was a super fucking accurate show. Let me tell you what bothered me the most about Miss Maisel was
all the Jews. That's what bothered me, if I'm being honest.
It annoys me because that's the beginning of them running the media. It was pretty Jewy. But look, there's a whole season where they're like, oh, let's go on like a Jew vacation in the Catskills. You know, it's like, there's a whole season of that shit. Listen, what annoys me is that it's too tongue in cheek. Everything was like, I got one on. You say one thing and I come back with a little quip. Everything, even the other characters, like the dad always had a witty, offbeat thing to say. No one in their regular life always has that witty off. Every goddamn sentence out of his mouth was a line, and he's not the comic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that. You know what bothers me in shows when the lingo goes too far. And then the characters who are not even supposed to be talking that way talk that way. I always notice that thing. The Bear is one of those things where, like, then all of a sudden someone comes to fix the sink and it's like, yes, chef. I'm like, the fucking janitor, the guy who's the plumber's not going to know to say yes,
chef.
The
Roto-Rooter guy doesn't know.
That shit bothers me. The Wire was like that. And I fucking love The Wire.
Yeah.
The Wire was
great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But you know how they would say things like, one of the terms they would use all the time about like a cop that was true and honest was he's good police.
Yeah.
They would say that. He's good police. Then they would meet, then a drug addict would be like, oh yeah, he's good police. The criminals don't talk that way. Or then, people, they meet the person at the restaurants using like drug lingo. The writers are so deep in the lingo that they've created, which is really... They're diving into the thing that they're covering, that they're writing about. They're so in it that they don't realize that they're giving the people who aren't supposed to talk that way
That's interesting.
Goddamn Sons of Anarchy. That fucking show pissed me off every episode, and I watched all of it.
I hung in for maybe half a season.
You know what it is? I didn't watch it in real time. I binged it, and I just committed. I think we've talked about this before. I'm the kind of person who, if I start binging, even if I start to hate it, if I liked it at one point, if I start to hate it, I'm going to just do it all.
Oh,
I don't know why I do that
I'm
to
like
myself.
the minute I could watch a 3-hour movie and at the 2-hour 40-minute mark be like, I don't fucking care anymore. Turn this off.
Yeah, no, I'm too in it. I got to watch the end now. I put myself through a lot of bad television for that reason. Sons of Anarchy is so fucking annoying because these bikers, they use lingo. According to the show, this is how these bikers use certain lingo. But then they meet people outside of the biker gang, and they also use the same lingo. That fucking drives me insane. Like, for example, they never say girlfriend or wife. It's always my old lady.
Yeah.
My old lady. Then they're at a fucking restaurant, and the waitress is like, oh, I heard your old lady was in here. The waitress wouldn't fucking say that.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
She'd be like, I heard Monica was here.
Yeah, it's so annoying. The lingo in that show is like, it's almost like they were playing a trick on the audience because it was so over the top. Even these bikers, there's no way you're going to convince me that none of them ever said girlfriend or wife. Yeah. Even if that's a thing they say, my old lady, there's no way they're never just like, oh, is your wife coming? Bikers don't ever talk like that. Or the other thing they did in that show was referring to race by a color. So the gangs.
Well, isn't that what we do?
No, like only by a color. So like you wouldn't say Chinese, you would say yellow.
Yeah.
Like they do that. They do all the offensive colors. Or not Hispanics, brown. Blacks were black in their lingo. Hispanic, like the Mayans, that like the Mexican biker gang, where they refer to them as brown. Oh, brown's gonna be there. Meaning like that whole gang of brown people will be there. That's how they would refer to them. Only. They never said the Mayans. They would be like, oh, brown's gonna be all over that meat. We gotta be here. We gotta take our guns because brown's gonna be there. And then there was one season I'll never it's where I realized the show's gone too far. I fucking hate the show now. There was a conversation once where one of the bikers was explaining the dynamic between all the different gangs, and he said so many colors in one sentence. There was like, this is a joke. This is no longer. He's like, well, the problem is yellow doesn't like brown, and brown's got a problem with black, but black ain't gonna take white that way. And I'm like, all right, you're going too far. Nobody speaks like that.
Character's name was Roy G. Biv.
Right. It's like, you're going too far. Nobody talks that way.
Patrice O'Neill used to have this funny bit about like whites and blacks were the smartest ones because they just named themselves after a color.
Yeah, so right. Everyone else has got,
right. Like everyone else is like, well, I'm Pan-Asian, or like you say Indian. It's like whites and blacks were like, oh, they're super easy to identify. Right. You just call us the color and we're fine. It's everyone else.
Yeah. My whole point is there will be enough food if you come eat at my house, and it'll be great. That's my whole point. Is that was what I was trying to wrap up. We're out of time, Ken. Do you have anything to plug? See, damn it. Oh, no. I don't even know if this is going to air. If this airs on time for August 1st, if not, Dom, just cut this out. If it airs on time, I'll be in Poughkeepsie at Laugh It Up, laughitupcomedy.com. August 1st and 2nd opening for Kevin Farley. Mm-hmm. Got anything in August you want to plug?
No.
No?
Not that I remember.
Just you like a sad bison. Just a sad bison walking around. Hope they slaughter you too.
Ken Krantz comic. Follow me on Instagram.
Follow him and send him some hate messages. Also send him a dick pic because it's funny that way. Because Sicoli's getting all the dick pics from our show. All right. Bit Too Much Podcast and all the socials. Like, follow, blah, 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 blah.